Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about doing our anchored kettlebell movements, but we are not going to use a kettlebell as the anchor. We're going to use a dumbbell. We've had some questions. Does it have to be two kettlebells of the same weight in order to do anchored movements? And the answer is no, it doesn't. The anchor can be anything you want. It can be anything you have. For doing medium or high anchors, the anchor can be anything you want or anything you have available to you. You can do it either way, with the dumbbell as an anchor or as the dumbbell moving, but that's fractaling out your complexity in just crazy ways. So what we have here is our adjustable kettlebell from Kettlebell Kings, which is the best economic deal for kettlebells you could possibly find. And we have a Living Fit 50-pound hex dumbbell. Any dumbbell will work. Doesn't matter. All it has to do is be heavy. Let's start with our low anchor, and we're going to do clean and press with the kettlebell, starting with the clean, moving to the press, moving to the clean and press, while just using this 50-pound dumbbell as an anchor. We are going to stand all the way up. You instantly see the problem with the dumbbell is that it kind of rubs into your body and gets in the way. It's not as easy to use as a kettlebell. That doesn't mean it can't be used. Keeping that low anchor clean with one hand. Every time you change the implement that you are holding, you change the way your body is going to twist and load just a little bit. And that's fine, because that's the way the real world works. Things are not always perfect and they are not always symmetrical. Let's add in the press. Work that kettlebell press while holding the dumbbell as an anchor in the low center position. And then the clean and press. The clean and press. The clean and the press. All the things that you normally focus on still apply. Point your feet generally straight ahead, stand up at the top of the movement, push your rib cage down, engage your core, try and lock out your elbow at the top. In the real world, objects are very rarely perfect. I spent my life working construction, working on farms, and you tend to have to pick up objects which are not designed to be easy to pick up. That's why we love kettlebells. That's why as a secondary, we love dumbbells. Let's expand this dumbbell anchor into the medium position, and you'll see very quickly why it's a lot harder than a kettlebell. We're going to pick our weights up. We're going to get our dumbbell up to our rack position, which is not a perfect rack position. You will see some people hold outside if they're CrossFitters or barbell guys. You'll see kettlebell guys hold the anchor like it's a kettlebell. We are going to start with that clean. Add in the press. Clean and press. Clean and press. And of course, we could then go to the hardest one, which is that overhead anchor. Locking out and moving through these movements. The difference is the dumbbell is not actually designed to be easy to hold up in that position. Kettlebells are designed to be held in the overhead position because the weight is behind your body. When your arm is at the top, the kettlebell is behind you, which pulls your body open and helps you stand up more. Dumbbells don't do that. Because of the way the weight is loaded, it tries to drag you forward for the most part. If you're a really good barbeller or you have excellent dancer level upper thoracic spine extension, then it's not an issue. It is an issue for most common people because most people do not have really good upper thoracic extension. So be aware that you can do your anchor with anything, but as the anchor goes up in height, it's easier with a kettlebell than it is with other objects. The less symmetrical, if it's a slam ball or something, it's going to be even harder. You can do all kinds of stuff. In the end, the weirder the object that you're using as an anchor is, the more it trips into, say, strongman types of training, where you would just pick up heavy common objects and move them around in that way. But to answer the question, do kettlebells have to be the same size to be used as anchors? No. Does it even have to be kettlebells? No. It could be sandbags, it could be water bags, it could be water jugs, it could be dumbbells. It could be anything that you think you can hold on to and not drop on your face. That's kind of the key linchpin here. Kettlebells are harder to drop on your face than dumbbells are in the overhead position, so it tends to work out a little bit better. It's really easy to drop dumbbells on your face, especially an overhead lockout when you're swinging another weight around. There's so much movement happening. It doesn't matter what the anchor is, we're still focusing on that weird rotation, taking it from heaving and pitching movements towards yawing movements or rotation movements. Think about that, put it into your design ideas, look at all the objects you have lying around, figure out what you can do, write down all the combinations of all of them, and then start writing programs to fill all the equipment that you have.